versus Puck, and I've seen it a couple of times actually backfire and not do anything. But
oh no. One copyright at a time, starting with me. He's also trying to throw a shoe at me right now. As we have concussive shot to start out. They go up high ground for TNC. Haven't gotten a chance to cast them yet. Nigma fans are very familiar with us cast, or not you, I guess.
You had 2 series yesterday, I believe?
That's right, they're real fans. We have the Wraithfire Blast to start things out into an Impale, into a Cookie, and that is going to be more than enough. See if they give the first blood to Armel. He wants it, and he'll get it. The Fairy Fire was expended.
A sense that Kuro chose to start bot. Oh, this would be such a big kill for GH.
Oh, yeah, Bach is quite low. GH, he's going to find him. There's a concussive shot, Arcane Bolt to follow. A couple more right clicks will suffice. He's already popped a Fairy Fire. And it looks like one more is needed, and GH added again.
The Viper is probably not top anymore because Kuro bullied him away. So GH solo smokes at the time where he feels like Viper has taken enough damage in the jungle to be killable. If he goes there 10 seconds earlier, there's no kill because Viper is half HP instead of a third. So that was actually just flat out perfect timing. A really, really good read.
He has another Wraithfire Blast. He has the skeletons, but the Rebuke is going to keep most of them off for now, as looks like Armel dies in the mid lane to Miracle. Like I said, they got rid of the bonus damage, so basically the Axe will just lower the cooldown to 0.
Seeing a replay of the kill here. Yeah. So Axes.
All right, he's getting slowed by boards.
Oh, all right, that was barely a kill, but it was.
Not blocked. All right, maybe he shouldn't have come down here, I guess. Tim's is doing just fine, though. Somehow. I mean, the base region on Nyx, I don't think they've changed. They haven't gotten boots yet, just going straight for that Atos. What are your thoughts on that? Pretty cool. Oh, bot lane.
That's top.
Their top lane, sure. That's a Cinderism.
The other bot lane.
Well, if it's flipped, it's bot. As Wraithfire Blast, he's going to try to position himself so he takes a little bit less damage thanks to that passive, but TNC gets the better of him here. ILTW and GH teaming up on Bach again. This will be such a big kill. It looks like they're going to at least find one from TNC's side. But again, Bach drops. Worth less.
Like
just a rough start.
Like we're seeing the...
Oh my, that was the roar into a couple axes here. Into the coil and TP support with the Cookie. Oh my god, the creep was looking the wrong way. That is very unfortunate. And the Axes actually get the kill. Miracle, oh no. TNC, Boomy will get the trade at least. And GH, yeah, the Arcane Bolt will net himself the kill.
Twice, I believe Yapsor rushed Veil both games.
Before boots?
Yes. Skywrath has really good base move speed. 335, one of the highest in the game.
Oh my, nice transition from Tim's, punishing that.
Wait, what is it, Skywrath's base move speed? Is it
for a while, so Ags is just next on the list, can almost get his point booster already, so he is going to have a very, very good timing. And we're going to see a coil from Armel into the jungle. Looks like they'll find Kuroki at the very least, but here comes ILTW with a double Chronosphere. GH is not level 6 yet, but they probably have enough damage, especially with that bash from ILTW. Tim's still level 5. I mean, he's pretty tanky as this Nyx assassin. Now Bach waddling his way over. Not really able to provide too much damage though. Mystic Flare to come out again with the tomato trying to block. So Kuroki from the grave still doing nice micro work.
To throw a lot of them, it's still really powerful. I think the only reason they really considered it is the Chrono, right?
And we're going to see the roar here. Kuroki and GH are on the other side. What? Cookie onto the high ground, but there's the Mystic Flare to stop any more action coming from that Snapfire. Meanwhile, bottom lane, ILTW takes a tumble, and Viper Strike was definitely used for that, so Bach finally getting some revenge in this lane, and I mean, he's starting to stabilize a bit now. Mega broken mechanic with the extra damage that used to be applied.
Oh, the thing I see here is if Miracle does not... Oh, he's going to get jumped here.
Yep, solo coil though, into the Snapfire ult. He's going to try to reposition himself, but ends up getting the break on the coil, and nice silence from Armel should ensure that they'll be able to get this kill. Although no, Miracle's still staying alive. He gets the roar off onto Armel. And the right clicks from Bach, will that be enough? A nice Chronosphere onto 2. They're going to be able to get Armel as well as potentially another kill onto Boomy. Nice rotation from ILTW. I cannot believe Miracle has lived through this. And now Viper completely surrounded. No.
That off, he more or less has guaranteed at least 5 sets of axes in a team fight. Yeah. And given that he's playing together with Chrono, that would be a really high value.
Mystic Flare, Atos being shown, and yeah. GH is very scary despite not having boots right now. Mind control. Trying to chase Bach here. Bach only level 8 right now, but like we said, has kind of stabilized. Could have been a lot worse, but the Mars Arena comes out just in range, and the spear, yeah, another Cookie, not enough, sadly, into are kind of positioned to, never mind. All right, that's the Aegis for Miracle. They're just going to go high ground. ILTW does have the Chronosphere available, but looks like KuroKy's going to get picked up to start this fight. Mystic Flare, though, to try to counteract this. Looks like we'll get a trade for the Nyx Assassin, but the Chronosphere only onto one hero. But it is the Wraith King, and he does not have mana right now. If they can find a little bit more damage, they can take him out. But Bak, in the meantime, gets his Viper Strike off just before dying. So it's a 2 for 3, if you don't include that ult from the Wraith King. Does have enough mana, pops that wand. And now he's at full HP, so ILTW might have to question his decision here. The Snapfire Cookie as well. Triple kill for Armel, making a great comeback in this fight. Despite the Aghanim's being online for Miracle, the longer these fights go, the more damage he does. Look at these axes. Do they have enough to actually take him out? He finally gets the kill, but an ultra kill for Armel. The one hero they can't kill is Puck, and he's going ham right now.
Fortunately for GH, there's still a Boar, or Armel would get the Rampage here, but GH should be able to find his escape. Just now got mana for the TP.
Nigma are going to be spotted as Gabby has the Sacred Relic, really doesn't want to die right now. Tim's is going to try to set up a kill. Bak with that Viper Strike should be enough to kill KuroKy. The coil expended as well, you're right. The hood looks like it might be enough to survive potentially. It's actually going to use a Snapfire ult as well, definitely not needed, but on the other side, they find the Wraith King.
Oh, but it is decent value, right? You also get the reduced Hawk cooldown, which is just the higher level of play, the better that is because of how much you can take advantage of vision.
Mind control.
Oh, he missed.
Blinks into the dust. Tim's will get caught out inside the arena. Mystic Flare finishes him off, and KuroKy actually gets the last hit technically. Snapfire tries to cookie out. Boomy should be okay. It just feels like TNC are just on the back foot right now. Mind Control and company are just keeping the pressure on. Spear doesn't look like he'll be able to find anything else here, although GH gets caught out. So Armel's really made a nice comeback, especially after the last fight getting the ultra kill.
GH was really uncharacteristically out of position there.
All right, Coil on the tankiest hero in the game right now, but he is surrounded, so KuroKy will fall. The TNC get ILTW. Oh, Miracle.
This would be a big pick.
This would be huge. He is the top net worth in the game, but Mind Control is going to find the potential pick with the Mystic Flare combination. Gabby, that's his first life. Remember, he does have ratings. We'll see how much Armel and company can do here. Roar expended onto the Wraith King. If they can get this kill, this is enormous. Chronosphere only on a 1, but it's the Nyx Assassin. Snapfire out to follow. They're doing quite a bit of damage. They lose the Mars, buyback onto GH as well. Can Void get out of here is the question. ILTW cannot get to the high ground, has to pop his BKB, stand his ground, but there's no ground to stand on anymore. He drops. And this fight for TNC going very well despite losing the Wraith King. Now the next hero on the list is the Beastmaster Miracle, who drops. Bak is just doing work right now. KuroKy not doing that much damage because everybody's so close to him. The Snapfire Cookie's not going to save anybody, so they do find the Viper in the end. GH misses the Atos, hits one of those annoying skeletons, and KuroKy with a double kill randomly. There needs to be like a screeching howl or something like that. It's a dying bird, for God's sake. His Mind Control finds the initiation. Looks like they'll be able to get the Snapfire in quick succession. So now that turns into a 5v4, no buyback for him.
I've found it really weird in general, but after seeing the games here at the major and seeing how many people choose to give it to Void, you gotta think that there's something to it, right?
Yeah, Tim's attempting to TP out in the midst. No bash. All right, but there is a roar, and it looks like Boomy will find his way to the grave again.
The thing they could get would be...
Take your time.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Miracle, he gets the initiation off. Onto the Wraith King. We've talked about this again, how they probably shouldn't be using all this onto him, but not that much expended, really. They still have Mars ult. Gabby pops the BKB. They'll see if Team Nigma wants to reset. There's the initiation from ILTW onto 2. Nyx Assassin, they see him. That's the newly picked up Aghanim Scepter, but the Mystic Flare is just way too much damage. Bot picks up pops his newly picked up BKB as well, but that's a double kill for ILTW. Look at the patience. Beautiful Mars ult. Armel gets off the phase shift. Illusory Orb to follow. Looks like he will be able to get out. And the coil to help finish off that pesky Mars as well. So now it turns into a 3 versus 4 in favor of Team Nigma still. I love the patience though for Mind Control, but not able to find that kill on Puck.
Yeah, that was really good. They were lacking just a little bit
Gabby
of 3 seconds on
around. Yeah, very close. Oh! Oh dear. He does have shards, so the mana. I love the Aghanim Scepter for ILTW that he's working on now. He's going to get the time dilation off into the reverse time walk. Goodness gracious, what a play. Boomy. All right, still being chased here. ILTW doesn't have the reverse time walk anymore. It might be in a precarious spot. They're just going to blow him up. Should have reverse time walked, Cinderin.
He just lost his Aegis to the timer.
Yeah. Well, that went off like 5, like that was a decent amount of time before that, and he still went in. But KuroKy getting chased now, of course, extremely tanky. Is Marzal just going to be used to zone?
You gotta wonder if he even noticed. Like, did he flashbang as a spell? That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think it makes more sense for like a Night Stalker though, as Boomy gets a D-Ward, but it might cost him his life. Mystic Flare Sphere, not the greatest layering, but it's more than enough damage at times, and you have to Wraithfire blast a creep wave so that they come next to you. His bottom lane, another pick onto Nyx Assassin, so this vocal cords probably, based on scientific evidence. Probably somebody in chat knows that they're, you know, the evidence does exist already.
I think everyone in chat right now is literally spelling out what they sound like.
Okay. Oh, we're going to have the roar come out from Miracle, and it seems to be that, you know, Boomy has just found his way on the other side of this so many times now. Looks like they still want to fight. He's going to buy back into the game. KuroKy looks like he falls right away. Mind Control's going to pop the BKB, gets that Mars ult off. The box just going to walk out of his own accord. ILTW looks like he is just resetting completely. Coil onto 1. Tim's, he's in his form right now in the burrow. Chronosphere onto a couple of heroes, including that Nyx Assassin, the Mystic Flare like we talked about. It's just not enough damage mitigation for him. He's going to buy back into the game, though. As this is now a 4v5, technically speaking, as the cheese is popping ILTW. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Looks like they do not. Wait, there's the Armel coming with the burst damage. That is enough. No buyback for ILTW. TNC, they get the kills. It did require buybacks, but now Rosh is up. This is a big deal.
I really love the way TNC started that fight, where there's an Ench on the front line who feels tanky and wants to soak damage. They stun the Ench, they nether toxin, they get down.
I hear another roar. Oh man, the Mystic Flare. That's actually just enough.
1k gold?
Wow. Yeah,
He's
I mean, with that fight though,
hex.
this game has evened up in net worth.
Completely. Alright.
Alright, Atos. Cookie's going to try to save the Wraith King here. Does have the Aegis, so has many lives as long as they can wait out the cooldown here.
Miracle needs to be a little bit careful how he throws his axes when he's playing against Spike Carapace. Like, he can get stunned at any given point and counter going on.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Mars Arena, but there's the BKB. How did he get stunned if he is BKB'd? What was that? Was that...
Missed a roar.
Did he get... I thought he roared right before that.
Did you not hear the roar?
No, I didn't.
I guess it doesn't have a sound effect, so that does make sense.
I didn't even see the animation. All right, Box going to BKB, TP out. And again, Snapfire is going to be the sacrificial lamb for TNC, but that...
To dedicate a slot to Boots of Travel, Treads, or Phase Boots is just so damn good right now.
That's true.
So.
And Gabby's actually holding the Refresher Shard, so probably will pop that in for his BKB when he uses it. Yep. Gabby's going to initiate with that Nullifier. Looks like it's going to be used against the Aeon Disc, and GH is just dead at the beginning of the fight. Coil onto Miracle is the buyback onto GH. Now there's the roar. Again, it's on the Wraith King. Oh, nice impale from afar thanks to that Aghanim Scepter on Nyx Assassin. And it looks like that is going to be the fight for TNC big time, despite the buyback coming out. But GH, can he get this kill? He will! He does get Armel in the end, despite being completely outnumbered. Now, keep in mind that buybacks are still there for Nigma. See if they want to use these to try to turn things around. ILTW, not able to get much off here, as Gabby will actually pop the Refresher Shard to be able to get his ult back, as there's a double buyback. They're TPing into the shrine as well, but looks like GX takes a tumble already with that Nullifier usage. ILTW going ham with the Aghanim Scepter onto Boom right now. They're trying to kite Gabby as much as possible, but these Spider Legs are coming into handy big time. There's 2 buybacks now for TNC. There's a Nullifier again onto ILTW, who has absolutely no mana whatsoever. Trying to get slow onto Gabby, trying to kite this guy. Just one-shots that boar. Now KuroKy, very tanky on the run. It's still 5 versus 3 despite all these buybacks coming in. A couple right clicks will suffice, and it looks like KuroKy finds his way to the grave. They do get the Snapfire though.
Was that that was the Refresher Shard used by Wraith King, right?
King, yeah.
Oh, that was so good. He used it to refresh his blink. Like they get the double chase down because of this, and the reason he is willing to commit it is that he knows it's a dieback for Skywrath if he dies. So that alone forced out the buybacks from Miracle and Kuro, and they just get so many bonus kills. Yeah, he's not going to get
into the dive. He pops the Aeon Disc. That's pretty valuable. There's a Spike Carapace. This might set things up. There's the Coil. Looks like he's going to stay on the outskirts of this. Pops the BKB. The Nullifier's already applied, and it looks like the right-click damage will be more than enough. And this is a dieback onto Miracle. TNC. All right, still 37 seconds. They're going to get this tier 4 tower.
Siege engine.
Yeah, this shard is insane for these purposes. Exactly. ILTW, reverse time walk. Tim's, look at his positioning. They cannot get to him whatsoever. The chrono's down. Just trying to be as annoying as possible. I mean, this is buying time for Miracle to come back in 20 seconds. ILTW continue to be an annoying presence. Gabby just has so many lives, it feels like, as there's a spear into the Ancient, but the damage is still being applied. Gabby is just focusing on the Ancient completely. Mars ult comes out. He's just going to spider legs and right-click it down, and TNC takes game one. My goodness. This was a hell of a game.